Hello friends and welcome back to yet another video. Today we don't have any reaction video, today is not a vlog, it's just Sunday morning, you and me sitting down here having a little bit of a chat. And what we're gonna talk about in today's video is especially for those of you who want to start YouTube and have a small channel, like maybe 20, 30 or even 100 or 200 subscribers, because I was at that spot exactly 1 year ago and I want to share a few things that I learned in that time with you. And at the end of the video, for those of you who want to get in direct contact with me, I'm gonna tell you how you can reach me through WhatsApp. So right now we're in the middle of February, pretty much exactly 1 year ago, I decided to go on a travel trip and booked a ticket to Bangkok and then flew over to Asia for the first time, just me alone with my camera for about 6 weeks. And there was only one reason, one goal why I did that. I wanted to film videos and I wanted to make a lot of videos on my channel so that I could start this YouTube thing. Because in the time before that I had been thinking very much about, okay, what could I do on this channel? And then to me the easiest thing seemed to be to just make travel videos to get the ball rolling and get it started. At that time I had like 300 subscribers and I uploaded the first vlog video I think on the 15th of February 2018. Now, pretty much exactly 1 year later, we're soon going on to 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. But the reason that I want to share this story with you today is that probably many of you are at that exact same point where they have that 200-300 subscribers, maybe even less, maybe a little bit more. And I want to share with you a little bit of what I learned in that year, and so to give you a little bit of an impression what can happen within 1 year if you really put in the time and effort. So when I started that trip and I started the vlogs at that time, I didn't really know what I was doing actually. I just knew that for every single day I wanted to film something. I had this rough idea that I could turn it into a series with like an intro and so on, but nothing more. Nothing more was planned. So I went to Bangkok and then started filming on the way, and it was very, very difficult because when you run around through the city with this like gorilla pod vlogging thing, this is very uncommon and uncomfortable. Especially for me, I was not comfortable at all being on camera in the beginning. But I knew that something like making a lot of travel videos and holding the camera in my face would make a difference, and it gets a lot easier when you do it a lot. And so I started this travel series and I uploaded the first 10-20 videos, and I managed to get them done within like every other day I uploaded the video. And you can still see all of them on my channel if you're interested. I'm gonna link them up here. That was my beginner level quality that I could produce at that point in time. But that was really the opening to anything that came after that. In that time my channel grew, I think 40 or 50 more subscribers until my trip was over in the beginning of April. And to me that was very frustrating because you put in so much effort into making those videos, but had I not done those, I wouldn't be at that point now where we're almost closing in on 10,000 subscribers, which is... And so really those videos that I made there, the travel vlogs, were the beginning of how I got my first clients for who I was editing their videos. And then in addition also my big freelance project last year together with Epidemic Sound. And so the first big takeaway for you should be there is that even though it might not seem that it's going anywhere, you're laying the groundworks by making videos, by posting on your channel, you're doing the practice that it needs to then eventually grow this bigger. Because if you look at the statistics on my channel, even until a month ago we were at 2,600 subscribers, and only within the last 4 weeks this channel has grown by 4 times, which is crazy, but this is very much how it works here on YouTube. It can completely break through within like a couple of days, couple of weeks, but you need to put in the effort beforehand to fill your channel and to give context on your channel for people to then actually have a reason to subscribe to. And so after I had returned in April, I continued making my videos, and I knew that I had like 15 more videos filmed and I needed to edit them, but at the same time I then started working as a freelancer, and then I could slowly but surely actually start paying my rent. Because the main reason that I was able to do all this and to not have a job on the side was that I decided to completely cut all my expenses as much as I could and live on the absolute minimum costs. And so during the time I was traveling, I rented out this apartment here, and even after I returned I actually wasn't able to pay the rent yet because I wasn't being paid for making the videos yet. And so for about 1.5 months I moved together with my girlfriend in her dad's apartment, which was one of the main reasons why I could cut down the costs so much and then not needing to have another job. So another takeaway that I want to give you is if you really want to go all in on this video thing, then the easiest way to this is figure out how to make a little bit of money with it and at the same time cut down all your expenses as much as you possibly can. No cinema, no going out for dinner or parties. That didn't work last year. But that's the only way I could afford not having a job and putting my full attention into making videos, which then eventually, after sticking with it for a year long, now has led to this point where we're now crossing 10,000 subscribers probably within the next 1 or 2 days. And so that will be the next thing I will want to share with you, is especially in the beginning it can be very tempting to think about how I need this gear and I need this equipment and my quality of my videos is shitty, but that's totally not the point, and that's just in your head because we see everybody flashing their new and shiny cameras. The videos I made last year were shot on a super old used Samsung camera that cost me 500 euros and that I had. And the laptop I had to edit this is also 5 years old, super trashy, and barely still works for video editing. What I would highly want to advise you is that, especially in the very beginning, cut down all the expenses. Don't invest in fancy gear, invest that money into not having to work anything else and being able to put your full time and dedication into making videos. So it's really, I'm telling you the story so that you can see how this has worked for me and how you could potentially see yourself in the same situation. So as soon as that was working and I had my first paying client and I had my first bigger project, then there was a big relief that fell off of me, and that was last year in the summer. And at that point in time I realized, hey, I still have this 10 more travel vlogs that I need to edit because I'm behind on that. And then it got very difficult for me to edit them because it was already so long past, and I wasn't really excited about the travel videos anymore because I saw they didn't go anywhere. And that was quite a difficult time for me. It was last year in summer when I was thinking, oh, should I quit this entire thing? It doesn't work. It's super frustrating and I'm not getting any views, I'm not getting any subscribers. And at that point I think I was at like 1,000 subscribers or so because I had gotten one big shout out by Warner Nickerson, who I'm editing videos for. And so that was really a time where I was doing a lot of thinking and just sitting here and not basically working on much video stuff, but all the work was going on up here. And I was coming up with the concept that has now become my vlogging series of me sharing the journey of becoming a freelance filmmaker. And had I not waited and had I not put in all the thought, I wouldn't have started that vlogging series back last year in October. And that was really the next thing. So the travel vlogs was the first step, then the summer month in between was the next step where I really needed to go in and think about what I wanted to do. And then last year in October was the next step where I started my new vlogging series, which, by the way, playlist up here. And so that's really when I noticed things slowly started moving forward a little more. But still, in the very beginning, I gained like maybe 2, 3, 4 subscribers per day. And I was putting in all that effort. Only now, a couple of months later, you actually see that that was worth it. And even at that time, I very easily get into the point where I see like, oh, this is not getting any views and this is frustrating and I want to quit it. And I guess many of you can relate to that because it is frustrating. In the beginning, it doesn't get any views. And then I had this first 1 or 2 videos that I realized, hey, these are appearing in YouTube search results. And then I got really obsessed in figuring out how to make videos appear in YouTube search so that more people watch the video. I had one video that suddenly had 3, 4, 5,000 views, and that was completely crazy to me and I didn't understand that. And then I spent about 1.5 months really going deep into understanding the YouTube search algorithm and how to appear in other people's video. And that was the moment when I saw these reaction videos on other channels and in other genres working, and I decided, hey, why not try this on this channel? And that's probably how many of you actually found this channel within the last 4 weeks, simply because it has now grown so quickly because YouTube starts recommending these videos to others. So in the end, what I really want you to take away from this and what I want you to understand and see is how I, as now with my 10,000 subscribers, and for you that probably seems crazy much, exactly 1 year ago I was with my super tiny channel and I didn't know what was working, and it was very frustrating down here too. And only because I put in that work over that 1 year, I actually managed to go here. And I hope that that stands as an example for you to see how this could actually work for you as well. And so I know that this can be quite frustrating and you may have a lot of questions. Recently it's becoming quite difficult for me to answer on all the comments in the comment section. I still try my very best and I hope that if you have commented before, you've gotten a reply by me. But for all those of you who are watching these more personal videos and not just the reaction videos, I want to give you the chance, because it could be that the channel keeps growing like this, then it will become increasingly more difficult for me to respond. I want to give you the chance to be able to get in contact with me through WhatsApp directly, because that's basically the one app that I'm always looking at right away whenever I get a message. And so down below, you see a link that you can click and then you can directly get in contact through your WhatsApp with my personal number. And here's what I plan with this. First of all, you then have the option that you can contact me and ask me basically anything that you want. And the other thing is that I want to set up something like a broadcast. I'm a very big fan of sending voice messages. It's super easy for me to reply on something if I can just press a button and talk 1 minute and send that back to you. And I recently found out about a super cool function in WhatsApp that is called broadcasts. So it's basically a little bit, you can imagine it like a newsletter. So I'm gonna set up a list with the first 250 of you who click the link and send me a message through that. And then for the next 30 days, every single day, I want to share with you some helpful tips, interesting other videos that I found, other insights that I have on my own channel that might help you to improve your editing, help you grow your YouTube channel, or simply all other questions that you might have. So you can imagine it a little bit like a newsletter. You click the link and then you send me a first message, and then every once per day you get maybe a voice message or maybe a link to an interesting article or something like this from me. So if you're interested in that, you can just simply click the link down below. Also, you can click that link if you just want to send me a message through WhatsApp. That's easier. I'm probably gonna remove this link as soon as the 250 spots for that broadcast are full, simply because I want to try that and see if that's helpful to you to actually get in direct contact with me. I think that's everything for today's video. I really hope that sharing something like my story here and how this has all worked out for me, because now it really seems like this will actually turn into something here. I really hope that it helps you to see yourself in that situation as well. And as I said, feel free to contact me through WhatsApp. I'm not gonna leave the link up for the eternity. It's just really so that for those of you who are really supportive and watch also more those personal videos, have the option to get in direct contact with me, especially if later down the road it will get more difficult for me to reply to every single one. That's it for today. Until next time. Probably tomorrow coming a new reaction video. You can be excited for that.